Have you ever wondered what it would take to make it across the universe? Because I know I have. It takes a lot. One of the things is you need to have a healthy body and a healthy mind. So we are going to learn a few things that helps have a healthy body and have a healthy mind. Sometimes space can get really, really stressful, and so can being on Earth. And sometimes I can feel really, really stressed. So one of the things that I like to do when I feel stressed is my breathing exercise. It is a 4x4x4 breathing exercise. So to do that, you breathe in for 4 seconds, you hold your breath for 4 seconds, and you breathe out for 4 seconds. And it really calms me down a lot of times. So we're going to start with that. So we'll breathe in, hold, and breathe out. So that's how you do it. So now I'm going to count and have you guys breathe instead, okay? So you're going to breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you're going to breathe out for 1, 2, 3, 4. If you do that a few times, or even just one time, it really just kind of clears your mind, calms you down. Another thing I like to do that helps me stay mentally healthy is the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 exercise. And so that's when you look around the room, wherever you are, and you find 5 things you can see, 4 things you can feel, 3 things that you can hear, 2 things that you can smell, and 1 thing that you can taste. So let's practice. So I'll go ahead and go first. 5 things I see. I see pictures on the walls. I see my computer sitting on a chair. I see the lights around me. I see the funky couches in this room, and I see the camera right in front of me. Now, 4 things that I can feel. I feel the floor beneath me. I feel it's a little chilly, so I feel a little cold. I feel my hair against my cheek, and I feel my thumb against my hand right here. Then 3 things that I can hear. I heard a car door close outside. I can hear someone talking near this room, and I can hear cars going by on the street. 2 things I can smell. I can smell the Clorox wipes that I used a little bit ago, and I can smell the sanitizer I used on my hands when I came in the building today. And the last thing is the 1 thing I can taste, which that one you can skip. Sometimes that's a little hard, but I did eat bubblegum before I came in, so I can still taste that. So that's 1 thing I can taste. And after doing that, it helps me ground myself, helps me get my mind off whatever's stressing me out, even just for a little bit, and then it just really refreshes me. And so by doing those exercises, those mental exercises, it really helps get mentally healthy by de-stressing. Another thing that's really, really good to stay healthy is to stretch. So stretching helps mobility with your joints, helps you be flexible, and is really, really healthy for your body overall, which a healthy body is needed for going into space, which would be really, really cool. So we are going to stretch today. So first, we are going to go into the straddle position, and that's when you put your legs out on the ground and go like that. And so that now our legs are out, we can reach for the split, and we'll hold for 10 seconds. So we'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we'll go back to the middle. Now we're going to go to this side. We're going to reach. You can grab your knee, you can grab your ankle, either one's fine. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we'll go back to the middle. And so here we're going to reach forward, and you can reach forward as far as you can, or you can just kind of lean forward. Either one's fine. So I'm going to reach over to here, kind of can feel it in my legs. It's a little stretching right there. I'm gonna hold it for 10 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we'll bring it back up. So now we are going to bring our legs back together into a straight motion like that. And we are going to reach forward and touch our ankles if you can. I'm gonna touch my knees because I need to work on my flexibility. We're gonna hold for 10 seconds again. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now what I like to do is I like to point my toes, and that stretches a different part of my leg a little bit. And then you just reach and hold for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now we are going to flex our feet. So bring your toes towards your head, and we're gonna go boop. And go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Another thing you can do is you can get a rope or an exercise band and put it around your feet so you can kind of pull more forward if you don't want to just let your hands down. Now we are going to go into, sometimes people call it butterfly. I like calling it pterodactyl because pterodactyls are awesome. So this one you go like that. Bring your feet together. And you're going to breathe up, move your back around. I like to lean forward a bit and put my elbows down if you can. You just gotta hold it for 10 seconds is a good amount of time. So we're gonna count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come back up. And so I'm gonna go into crisscross. And now we're gonna do our arms. And so I like to go in front first. So we'll just cross over and kind of pull your arm inwards, and this stretches right here for me. It's a really good stretch. And then stretch this arm and kind of wiggle them out. And I like to kind of lean forward after that. And so there are a lot of different stretches, a lot of different ways. One of my favorite ones to watch when I'm watching some videos is watching our yoga story time. Hannah is very, very good at doing yoga, and it's really fun because she has really fun books to go and activities to go along with that. Another thing you need to make it in space is food. And you also need it to survive on Earth. And I really, really love food. And scientists are working really hard to make food that's stable enough to make it all the way to Mars. They need it to be shelf stable. And shelf stable is when, like here, we have canned food and packaged food, and those don't have to be refrigerated or frozen, but they have to have it last 6 months or more just to make it to Mars. 6 whole months. It's like taking a road trip that's 6 months long. You don't get to leave your car, and you eat packaged snacks the entire time. And if you want to learn a little more about how food is made and what they actually eat in space, there's a few videos linked below that you can watch. To learn more about how to live in space and what is really, really needed, there are a bunch of videos below linked that you can watch. So when you're done cutting it out, you should recycle all those bits of paper, and then you're gonna have this nice cutout thing. The next thing we're gonna do is cut the little kind of foldables part. So right here, and that, so after you're done, you're gonna take these papers and you're gonna put them in the recycle, which I'm gonna do later. Then you're gonna cut this little piece. And it's really important you don't cut all the way up, you just cut right here, just this little bit. And that's gonna be so you can make your cube all the way. So after you cut that, you are going to start folding. And so each of the lines, you're just gonna fold so it's ready to be put together. So I'm gonna flip it over, and that's how I'm gonna fold. So what I like to do is I like to have it ready like that, and then I'm gonna grease it. And I use my nail, or I use sometimes, not the sharp part of the scissors, but the back of the scissors to really press it down so I get a good fold. And the same on this side. Right here. Nope. Now we're folding the body. All right, so these are all folded. And so now you have this kind of silly looking thing. But now we're gonna start taping it. And so what I like to do is I like to first do the bottom. So I'm gonna get a piece of tape ready. And I'm actually gonna put them 2 on my fingers like this, just so I have 2. I can still use my hands pretty well. So first I'll do the bottom. And so it'll go, I like to take the back of it, at the end of this long part, and I'm gonna put a piece of tape down and only tape this part right here. Then I fold it over. Oh. So now that you have this kind of all folded and ready to go, you are going to close it up and start your cube. I'm gonna get a little piece of tape. I'm gonna reach inside there and you're gonna tape that flap closed. You might need a grown-up's help because this is actually kind of frustrating sometimes to get in there, but I promise it's super fun at the end. So I'm actually gonna use 2 pieces of tape just to make sure it's secure. So now I have that body part. It's kind of forming, and I'm gonna close up the top. And so I like to first close it up. A little piece of tape sticking out. First close it up with both flaps inside. I'm gonna tape the inside of that since it's still open. Then You have this flap that we're going to tape down. And then last thing we're going to do is just close this. So I am not actually going to tape the top because I'm going to put a tea light in this. One of those little candles that's electric, because you don't want to put real fire in this, but I'm going to put a little candle in here, and then I'll have like a little night light. You can also just close it up and be done with it, because you can put this by your bedside if you want and just have a cute little decoration. And to do that, you're just going to tape this lap slap. I'm going to put this in, and this is close like that. And then you have a little cube, and I taped it right on the side. So now you have Sagittarius, you have Scorpio, you have Orion, you have Cassiopeia, Ursa Major and Minor on the top. So I hope you enjoyed this little craft. It was really fun to make. I really hope you liked learning about a little how to survive in deep space, because I know I really liked learning about it, especially the food part. In the next video, we are going to learn a little bit about aliens and make a really, really cool alien friend bookmark.